How we doing, everybody? Right, we are in for a treat tonight because we're going to get a lunar eclipse. Now this could be one of the biggest celestial events of the year, and what's going to happen is the sun is going to set there in the west, and in the east there the moon will rise, and in the center of that Earth is going to block out the light from the sun to the moon. And our Earth's atmosphere will help create a red hue on the moon, known as the blood moon. So I've got a location eyed up, and we're going to go up there and hopefully photograph this blood moon. Let's go. Welcome everybody to East Devon, and I am here on the Jurassic coast here at a town called Sidmouth, and I will show you this bit here. This is called Connaught Gardens and Jacob's Ladder. Now this is the gateway to obviously the World Heritage Jurassic coastline, where, as you can see, the dinosaurs once roamed. And look at this, guys. I mean, the weather's wild. There's a strong wind around. I was only expecting like 20-mile-per-hour winds, but of course you get the iconic red cliffs there. And these red cliffs turn sea red as well. It gets a very dark red in the sea along at high tide here. I mean, that might, just thinking about it, this might prove to be even better location, having the blood moon here with the red cliffs. The universe is talking, as they would say. So we could be in for a great shot today. That's what I'm kind of hoping for. So this is known as Jacob's Ladder here. Whoa, these waves are wild. These people down here need to keep really clear. Whoa. I can almost feel the spray up here. I think we'll be a bit more sheltered to the place where I'm going to go, but I've got a location already planned up. I've been there loads of times to photograph this area, so if my planning is correct, we could be in for a great photograph today. I can't believe how high these waves are coming up. Check this out. Here we go, big one. Boosh. Nice. So yeah, this is Jacob's Ladder here. And this is Connaught Gardens. Beautiful gardens here, look. This is a very famous shot to get, actually. For anybody that's coming to Sidmouth, look at this for a shot. Tempted to get it, but it's been captured 1,000 times, this shot. You get this beautiful gateway and obviously the Jurassic coast there in the background. Nice in portraiture orientation. Nice cafe there, but obviously they're closed now. So if you ever come here for a morning shoot, that's a great place to go to get some breakfast afterwards. But there's not many people around here, which is good. We'll go this way to my spot. And of course, this is where we'll get some more incredible views of the coast. The beautiful Devon coast here. Here we go. And the tide's up as well. Grateful for that. I didn't even plan for the tide because I don't really care. All I care about is having a nice bit of a foreground composition and the direction of this moon as it rises, which we will talk about in a minute. God, it's like a almost tropical, like little forest through here, look. Fantastic place to Connaught Gardens. I'll just take you through here just to show you. But again, this is a fantastic place to come for sunrises. Obviously, because the sun rises to the east, and out there to sea is easterly direction. Oh, there's somebody over here, but it doesn't matter. So this is where I want to be. Down here. Some greenhouses here. Give me some cacti in, and yeah, more of the gardens here. Look, guys, how beautiful are these? Free to come in as well. No charge here. Absolutely free. All right, so it looks like some loved up couple down there. Bit awkward. Not going to bother them. Let them clear. Guy, you can see how red this water is, look. Looks really muddy, doesn't it? So this is where I'm going to be as the blood moon rises, guys. Of course, this is Sidmouth here, okay? The beautiful town of Sidmouth. If you ever come into Devon, definitely come to Sidmouth and check out the town. It's absolutely beautiful. But again, in the distance there, you've got the beautiful red cliffs there, which are very prone for erosion. That stretch over there where you can see the tall red cliffs, you're not allowed to walk along that beach anymore because them cliffs erode so much. There's frequent rockfalls there, and just by walking to the end of the beach up there, you can see where big piles of red sand has built up from these falls. Very dangerous area, but along this Jurassic coastline is a very popular place for fossil hunters. So of course David Attenborough's done programs on it, especially places up towards Lyme Regis. Fantastic place for fossil hunting. So yeah, this is the gateway to the Jurassic coastline here. Starts in Exmouth, a place called Orcombe Point, and stretches all the way up through Devon up towards Dorset. And that's your World Heritage Jurassic Coast. So I was looking last night on my Sky Guide app just to see what direction the moon was going to rise and what time it was going to rise as well. And I was also checking to see if there's any other interesting planets that were going to rise around the same time as the moon. And I did notice Saturn was going to rise just to the bottom left of it. But I think it'll be a bit too light for us to be able to see that. So it'll be interesting to see if we can just pick that up in camera. I'd certainly be looking out for it, but the moon will be up quite a bit, probably be up in this direction by then. So, and Saturn will soon be not far behind it. But I've just checked out my augmented reality and I've used photo pills for that. Free app, don't have to pay anything for photo pills, or the Sky Guide app. They're completely free on the Apple App Store and very easy to use. So I just got my augmented reality out and you can see that the moon will be rising over in this direction. So a very handy tool to use, especially for Milky Ways, for sunrises. That is your #1 tool for planning a photo shoot for landscape and astrophotography, is photo pills. All right, so we got about 5 minutes until this moon starts to rise. And I've just got my Z8 set up here. I've got my 180 to 600 lens on and I'm about 180mm focal length there, and I'm just gonna wait and see what I'm like when this moon starts rising. So I'm at f5.6, 320ths of a second, ISO 1000 at the moment. And I've also got my camera set up to do some bracketing. So when this moon starts coming up, it'll automatically bracket. All I've got to do is just fire off my shutter release there. And I'm using a shutter release because I'm using such a long focal length. I do not want to be touching this because I'm using such a long focal length. The longer the focal length, the more shake it'll appear when touching that shutter button there. So by having this, I don't have to touch the camera at all. I could just wait and fire off shots like that. And it'll wait 5 seconds to make sure it's still no shake in it. And then it'll go and take my shots. Bang, 3 shots quickly taken then. And by bracketing like that, it'll overexpose, underexpose and perfectly expose for the moon when it comes up. So that'll give me the best options to play with in post-processing later. Well, it's just finally appeared. You could just see, almost looks like a crescent moon there. Oh, it looks amazing on the back of my camera. But yeah, it's just a very small crescent moon, and unfortunately it was a bit late coming up, or visibility wise, because we've got a bit of a haze here on the horizon, but it's slowly just coming up above that haze now, so it's actually coming into view, which is really cool to see actually now. Again, I'm just having to bump my ISO right up. I'm at 10,000 ISO there. I'm not worried. 320ths of a second still. F6. Well, you can just see there where Earth is kind of like blocking out half of the moon there. And it definitely seems a little bit more red on the back of my camera, and it's certainly appearing more red the higher it goes up into the sky there. But yeah, really cool. This is amazing. I was starting to lose hope a minute ago. I was thinking that we weren't going to see it. Now suddenly it's appeared and it looks amazing. Look at it there. Just appearing over Sidmouth there on the East Devon coast. You can just see there where I've captured it. It's almost like someone's taken a bite out on the moon. You see how red it is in that top right hand corner? Oh, I hope I can bring that out well in post-processing. I'll have to crop in a lot, but I think I'll be able to. Amazing, huh? Lunar eclipse. It's amazing how it's just, we had that crescent moon earlier again and it's just opened up more and more. Got some sort of musical event going on here, look. Well, where did that orchestra come from? Literally, I was a stone's throw away from taking pictures of where they were performing, and I couldn't believe that I went around the corner and suddenly there's this massive orchestra there, and like hundreds of people there watching them. So I sat there and watched them for a bit. It was really cool. It just sums up a really random, incredible evening here in Sidmouth, and yeah, we got to see the lunar eclipse. It was amazing how that crescent moon just appeared, and it appeared literally 20 minutes after moon rise as such. So we had to wait for the moon to rise above that bit of misty horizon there. So, but it was amazing to see that crescent, that lunar eclipse basically open up into a full moon. It was a really special evening, and I'd just like to say thank you so much for joining me if you're watching this, and I'll put all the pictures I've taken tonight up now, and I'll see you on the next one. See you later.